River of Dreams was the last album I recorded, which was in 1993. I had been pretty badly burned by my ex-manager and had kind of lost faith in my ability to judge people anymore. I was just kind of lost at that point, but I think there was some good songs that came out of that. I kind of reclaimed my faith in humanity again by the time I finished writing the album. And I think that's the arc of what that album is. It's a man who has become completely disillusioned and has lost faith and is not sure of anything, and finds solid ground again because of the things that were really important: his kid, his friends, his ability, and himself. And, to find the really substantive things in life that you hold on to, that get you through. No Man's Land is my... I was in a rage. I was angry again. I started out angry on that album. Seeing the urbanization of where I grew up. Everything was being overdeveloped. Everybody was all excited about, where we're going to get a mall. And then after you get the mall, you go, oh, it's a mall. And I saw a lot of things start to disappear at that particular time. Long Island was no longer what it was when I was a kid. A protest about that. But things change. Well, that's obviously written about somebody who screwed you. And I don't mean in a good way. The Great Wall of China is, we could have gone all the way to the Great Wall of China if you'd only had a little more faith in me. We could have accomplished great things. We could have seen great things. We could have conquered the world. Top of the world, Ma. I mean, I got screwed over by somebody in the music business, and I was angry, and I had lost faith in humanity. This is somebody I very much trusted, and I was confused. I was angry. I was frustrated. I was hurt. I was kind of lost. I can't believe that happened. I can't believe they did that. I can't believe I trusted them so much. And then I worked my way out of it. But as you get to the end of the album, you hear The River of Dreams, which is really about finding your faith in things again. Kind of an obsessive song. I wanted to write something that someone like Roy Orbison would sing. Blonde over blue, and it jumps into this falsetto thing. It's a song I like singing. It's a bit of a challenge to sing because of the octave jumps. I like listening to that song. It's one of the good productions that I've liked over time.
All About Soul. From
the River of Dreams album. This is a song I wrote towards the end of all the songs I was writing on that album. The album kind of has an arc to it. It starts with a man whose faith has been shattered, and he slowly rebuilds his faith over the album when he rediscovers the things that are really important in life: his family, his friends, his own sense of self. And All About Soul is part of the latter part of the album, where faith is being rediscovered. The writing of the song Lullabye came about when my daughter was about 7 years old. She had asked me a very serious question that parents have to answer at one time or another. And the question was, Daddy, what happens when you die? Do we go to heaven? What happens after we die? And I had to think hard about this because I have very strong feelings about it. And what I told her was, after you die, you go into other people's hearts, and they take you with them through their lives. And then you pass that along to your children. She seemed content with that answer. It was kind of a scary question, but the answer made sense to her. Now, at that time, her mom and I were breaking up, and I think she sensed that was going to happen. I wanted to tell her that no matter what, I will never leave you. I will never be away from you. My dad was never around, and I wanted her to know I'm always going to be there for her.
and incorporated a lot of that into the lyric. It's not just about dying. It's not just about what happens to us after we're gone, but also what happens after other things, that I won't go away. I will not be away from you. And that seemed to be a great source of comfort to her. And that's the nature of the song.
There's another song, The Lullabye, which is about a father talking to his child in a very touching way, and recognizing, well, wait a minute, it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. And you're telling the child everything's going to be okay, but you're actually telling it to yourself too, to comfort yourself. The same thing with the River of Dreams. We all end in the ocean. We all start in the streams. We're all carried along by the River of Dreams. We really don't have control of things. We can only control a little bit, but it's okay. That's the cycle of life.
River of Dreams. I woke up one morning and I had this thing in my head, the sound of like a gospel chorus going, no words, and I said, wait a minute, this is like a gospel song. I'm not a gospel singer, so I can't do this. I'm trying to shake it off. I get in the shower, I'm singing, and once you get in the shower and you get a song in your head, it's all over. You're soaping yourself with the beat. And I started throwing out these biblical phrases. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, the mountains of faith, and it turned into a gospel song. I'm still trying to figure out why I wrote it. I still haven't figured it out. I know I'm searching for something, and I'm trying to regain faith in humanity, I guess, because I'd been hit pretty hard. And I was reclaiming my faith with that song, sort of saying, okay, there's kind of a cynical line. I'm not sure about a life after this. God knows I've never been a spiritual man. I mean, I'm an atheist. So here I am, quoting, God knows I've never been a spiritual man. There's all kinds of searching going on. I'm trying to figure things out. And when I sing that song, I still look at it. Why did I write that? What does that mean? But it's okay. I don't always have to know. It's just, it led me to it, and there it is. And it was a good recording.
I was very hopeful when I wrote that song. Hopeful to the point of being extremely naive. I had all these great predictions about how science and poetry would rule in the new era. And I was just very optimistic about the future. And then boom, what happened? 9/11, which was such an inhumane, horrendous act. It really took me down. And this is just how optimistic I was before all that happened, and recognized things aren't going to change all that much. It was a wake up. By the time I was finishing writing the material on the River of Dreams album, which was in '93, I felt like I had come to the end of a book that I was writing. I even refer to that in the song Famous Last Words. That song got written without me sitting down and intending, okay, I'm going to write, this is my last song. I just started to write like that. And that was the subject matter. I didn't really know that I was kind of at the end of a songwriting career until I wrote the song. And then I kind of reread the lyrics and I went, oh, I guess I'm done. I don't see it as a sad song. I just see it as, well, that's the end of this book. Because I even left the door open for other things to happen that might turn into songs. I've never, slammed the door shut and said I'll never write songs again. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I just felt like I want to do something else.